What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here with another series recap for the Toronto Blue Jays. This one, we got the World Series rematch. The Dodgers coming to town at the Rogers Center for a 3-game series, and this one is a big one for the boys because they're off to a bit of a rough start, so they're looking to get back on track. Let's see what they can do. If you're excited for this one, make sure to like and subscribe. And let's get right into it. So let's get right into it. Game 1, the Blue Jays looking to make a statement with the help of Max Scherzer, but things would not start out the way they wanted it to.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Hernandez lifts a fly ball down the left field line. If it's fair, it's got a chance. It's gone. Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez gets the Dodgers going with a 2-run shot in the first, but then Ernie Clement looks to put the Jays on the board.
A record 30 hits. Little looper right center. It's going to drop.
The boys get one on the board in the first as well, making it 2-1 Dodgers. But then after this, I'm going to be quite frank with y'all. It did not go the Blue Jays' way, as the Dodgers would go to score 12 unanswered runs, emptying out the Blue Jays' bullpen as no one figured out an answer for them until late in the 9th. The final score would be 14-2, and the Blue Jays looking to win this one, but now they're left with more questions than answers from when they started. But that's alright, because new day means a new baseball game to be played, and the Blue Jays would try and win this one with the best starting pitcher to start the season on the mound, Kevin Gausman, but he would get into some trouble early in the game.
Really gets scary.
Ohtani rifles one to right field, back at the wall. It's off the top of the wall.
Ohtani rips a double off the right field wall to score the first run, and things would not get any better for the Toronto Blue Jays, because later in the same inning, Will Smith would hit into what appeared to be a double play, but he would beat it out, scoring a run. And then later in the 5th, with a runner on second, Andy Pages would hit this RBI single to make it 3-0. But then George Springer would look to put the Blue Jays on the board for the first time this game.
At just 3. Swing and a line drive right center field. It's got tail on it, and it's down for a base hit.
George Springer doubles to right field, making the score 3-1. Finally gets a run on the board for the Toronto Blue Jays, but then the Dodgers would look to add insurance in the 9th.
Sitting out there. Base hit to right field for Tucker.
Tucker would bring home the runner from second, making it 4-1 Dodgers, and now with Edwin Diaz in the 9th, it would be down to the final out for the Toronto Blue Jays.
9th, 0-2 pitch. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Tyler Heineman strikes out to end the ball game, and now the Blue Jays will have to avoid the sweep in Game 3. And now it's time for said Game 3, and your boy actually went to go see this one live, so it was a lot of fun. Let's get right into it. Fun fact, the Blue Jays did not have a lead this entire series up until this moment where they would try and change that.
2-1 pitch now to Jesus Sanchez. Fair ball down the line.
Jesus Sanchez drives in Dalton Varsho with an RBI double, giving the Blue Jays their first lead of this series. But then, in Blue Jay fashion, this would happen next.
Freeman coming up. Up the middle, base hit center field.
After taking the lead the very next inning, they would give it up, allowing the Dodgers to tie the game. It's now 1-1. And then after Teoscar Hernandez and Will Smith made it 3-1 Dodgers, it looked like all hope was lost until the Blue Jays decided to activate clutch mode.
And the first pitch from Dreyer is hit to right field. Tucker back. It is off the wall. Up the middle for Dalton Varsho. Up the middle, a base hit.
George Springer and Dalton Varsho both come through, tying the game at 3 going into the 8th inning, and then the rookie Brandon Valenzuela would come up, but that wouldn't really matter because Davis Schneider makes a clutch move.
1 out.
Runner goes from first. The throw down, and it bounces away.
Davis Schneider notices the ball get past Miguel Rojas and slides in safely to give the Blue Jays a 4-3 lead. And now with Jeffrey Hoffman on the mound, he looks to close it out.
The pitch. And a ground ball back towards Hoffman. On to first, and the Blue Jays win it.
Jeff Hoffman gets the job done, and your boy is the good luck charm because I snapped the Blue Jays 6-game losing streak. They take this one 4-3 against the Dodgers and avoided the sweep. Jeffrey Hoffman, insanely clutch stuff. Amazing defensive play at the end of the game right there. All right, now that we went over each 3 games of the series, it's time to take a look at the starting pitchers and see what they did. First, we got Max Scherzer, who had a pretty rough outing. Only went 2 innings, giving up 2 runs, 2 hits, a homer, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He left the game with some forearm tightness, but apparently he's supposed to make his next start, so get well soon, Unc. Next pitcher we got is Kevin Gausman, and like I said, he was the best pitcher to start the season before this game, and I think he still have a case to say he is after this one. Pretty solid outing, 5 1/3, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Not bad against the best team in baseball. And finally, we got the Game 3 starter. Your boy got to see Dylan Cease cook live in action. Went 5 full innings of 1 run in baseball. Gave up just 4 hits, 4 walks, but 8 strikeouts. Don't love the 4 walks, but those 8 strikeouts definitely make up for it. Amazing outing from Dylan Cease. Next, we got the starter of the series, and this one pretty easily also goes to Dylan Cease because the other two, as good as Kevin Gausman was, it wasn't good as Dylan Cease. Again, 5 innings of 1 run baseball, only 4 hits, 8 strikeouts. Again, if we can get those walks down, that'd be great, but if you strike out 8 batters a game, I'm really okay with whatever else you do. Now it's time for the reliever of the series, and this is one of the better reliever of the series awards we've given out, if not the best so far this season. Louis Varland went 2 1/3, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, and striking out 3. That is deserving of reliever of the series. Now it's time for the defensive play of the series, and this one actually goes to the final play of the series, Jeffrey Hoffman, who got the job done on this ground ball back to him on the mound. It's not the most flashiest play, but it is definitely clutch, and that's why he wins the defensive play of the series. The clutch moment of the series easily goes to Davis Schneider for even recognizing that this ball got past Miggy Rojas. Absolutely clutch awareness, which allowed the Blue Jays to take the lead and eventually win the game. Now the loss of aura moment, this one was pretty easy to give out. It goes to Brandon Valenzuela, who after this throw from Vlad sails the first baseman. He tries to throw it back and just throws it into the outfield, going absolutely nowhere. Not sure what bros think. Now it's time for the walk-off to the dugout award, which goes to the worst hitter of the series. And this time around, unfortunately, it is Babe Davis Schneider, who in 5 at-bats had 0 hits. He had 2 walks, but had the most strikeouts on the series for the team with 3. And now to finish off the awards, we got the unlucky moment of the series, which goes to Max Scherzer after he left the game with forearm tightness. Again, he's expected to make his next start, but just unlucky for the Blue Jays, the bullpen, and Max Scherzer that he had to go through that. Now it's the time of the episode where we go over what the Blue Jays did good and what the Blue Jays did bad in this series. And we've started off with the bad in every episode so far, so let's start off with the good. The good, I got the clutch performances, especially in Game 3 of the series, and the patience overall. We drew a bunch of walks in this series, which led to base runners. We just got to work on capitalizing with runners on base. And now for the bad, this is mainly for the first game of the series. Both of these factors, pitching and errors. There were way too many runs giving up because the pitchers were not locked in and the defenders were not locked in either. We got to do better. We can't even throw the ball to first base half the time. We just sail Vladdy every single time. So lock the frick in. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. The Blue Jays avoided the sweep, winning the last game 3-4, but ultimately lose the series to the Dodgers 2-1. The World Series rematch did not go how the Jays wanted it to go. Next series, we got the Twins coming to town for the final game of the homestand, and we're going to be over here breaking down that one as well. So if you guys enjoyed this one and are excited for the next one, make sure to like and subscribe. It's been your boy Brandon. I break down the Toronto Blue Jays, and I'll see you next time. Peace.